Snapdragon 8's Gen 3 is a flagship-class chipset that launched since March 2024. This chipset has very high performance because it uses a 4-nanometer technology CPU with a speed of 3000 MHz, uses an Adreno 735 GPU with a speed of 1100 MHz, and LPDDR5X type memory with a speed of 4200 MHz. In an AnTuTu benchmark test, the highest score the Snapdragon 8's Gen 3 got was 1.5 million. Although very powerful, smartphones with Snapdragon 8's Gen 3 chipset are not so expensive. Poco F6 is the cheapest smartphone with Snapdragon 8's Gen 3 chipset in early 2025. Sold from 4.6 million for the 8GB RAM memory variant with 256GB storage, this phone is certainly the best choice for those of you who have a limited budget. Although the cheapest, the Poco F6 specifications are very high quality, starting from IP64 certified waterproof. The camera supports multi-directional PDAF to increase focus speed, OIS for stability, and fast charging capabilities up to 90 watts. In addition, the Poco F6 also supports stereo speakers, underscreen fingerprint, and NFC sensors. Screen 6.67 inches, AMOLED, 68B colors, 120Hz refresh rate, HDR10+, Dolby Vision. Chipset, Snapdragon 8's Gen 3, 4-nanometer fabrication. RAM memory, 8GB or 12GB. Internal memory, 256GB, 5 and 12GB. Rear camera, 50-megapixel wide, 8-megapixel ultra-wide. Front camera, 20 megapixels wide. Battery, 5000 mAh, 90-watt fast charging. Next, you can look at the Realme GT6, which launched in June 2024. This phone is not only powerful but also premium because the rear body is made of glass and has thin bezels with a 91.8% screen-to-body ratio. In the camera sector, there are three 50-megapixel rear cameras that support color spectrum sensor features to improve color quality and OIS for stability. On the marketplace, you can get the Realme GT6 starting at 8.1 million. Screen, 6.78-inch, LTPO AMOLED, 1B colors, 120Hz refresh rate, HDR10+, Dolby Vision. Chipset, Snapdragon 8's Gen 3, 4-nanometer fabrication. RAM memory, 12GB. Internal memory, 256GB. Rear camera, 50-megapixel wide, 50-megapixel telephoto, 8-megapixel ultra-wide. Front camera, 32-megapixel wide, battery, 5500 mAh, 120-watt fast charging. Still from the Realme brand, the third one you can buy the Realme GT Neo6, which is sold more affordable at 7.1 million. Compared to the GT6 series, the Realme GT Neo6 comes with fewer on-screen features. Also, the camera is not as good as the GT6 series as it does not have a telephoto lens. For other specifications, the Realme GT Neo6 and Realme GT6 are exactly the same. Screen, 6.78 inches, AMOLED, 1B colors, 120Hz refresh rate, HDR. Chipset, Snapdragon 8's Gen 3, 4-nanometer fabrication. RAM memory, 8GB, 12GB, and or 16GB. Internal memory, 256GB, 512GB, and or 1 TB. Rear camera, 50 megapixels wide, 8 megapixels ultra-wide. Front camera, 32 megapixel wide. Battery, 5500 mAh, 120-watt fast charging. From the Vivo brand, you can buy the Z9 Turbo series. This phone, which is specially designed for gaming, has a very large battery capacity of 6,000 mAh, so it is very durable and not low-bat An. In addition, Vivo Z9 Turbo has a screen refresh rate of 144 Hz, so it is able to play many game titles with the right flat graphics configuration. For other features, Vivo Z9 Turbo is waterproof, supports stereo speakers, NFC sensors, fingerprints under the screen, and many others. If interested, you can redeem the Vivo Z9 Turbo in the range of 7.1 million. Screen 6.78 inches, AMOLED, 1B colors, 144 Hz, refresh rate, HDR. Chipset, Snapdragon 8's, Gen 3, 4nm fabrication. RAM memory, 12 GB and/or 16 GB. Internal memory, 256 GB and/or 512 GB. Rear camera, 50 megapixels wide and 8 megapixels ultra-wide. Front camera, 16 megapixels wide. Battery, 6,000 mAh, 80-watt fast charging. There's also the Honor 200 Pro, which is not only powerful but very premium. It has a curved screen, an iconic front camera, and premium color grading. Not only is it attractive in terms of looks, it is also IP65 certified, which makes it water and dust resistant. The Honor 200 Pro's camera specifications stand out as its 2 rear cameras and 1 front camera are 50 megapixel resolution, supporting PDAF and OIS features. It is priced at around 10.5 million. Screen 6.78 inches, OLED, 1B colors, 120 Hz refresh rate, HDR. Chipset, Snapdragon 8S Gen 3, 4nm fabrication. RAM memory, 16 GB. Internal memory, 5 and 12 GB and/or 1 TB. Rear camera, 50 megapixel wide, 50 megapixel telephoto. Front camera, 50 megapixels wide. Battery, 5200 mAh, 100-watt fast charging, 66-watt wireless.